Guys, I got this RGB desktop wired computer speaker, and I'm talking about it. I'm actually going to compare it with my eMeet Bluetooth speaker here, and we'll talk about it. But let's pull it out. Let's take a look at what comes inside. The speaker, obviously, you see a little bit of difference. Is obviously my eMeet is a bit smaller, but this one is kind of designed more for the power side of the sound. Obviously, much bigger. It has a focus on the bass, which I think is really big, but this is how it comes. It's got a volume knob here, as well as a power button and an RGB button here, because it does light up on the sides, which we'll take a look here at just one sec. Now, it also does come with a USB connection, but it has an adapter in which you can actually, if you prefer USB-C, you can use a USB-C instead, which I really like. I think that's a great addition. For me, I'm going to use the USB. But we're going to connect it up and kind of play some sounds here in just a moment, just to get an idea of how it compares. But there we go. You can see that, I don't know if you guys could hear that, but it actually notifies you when it turns on. And then you've actually got RGBs on these sides that are really neat. You can actually press the RGB button to kind of change it a little bit. Again, this is more of like flat rotating colors, whereas the other one is more of like a, here we go. Oh, that's just a set color. And then it looks like you can turn off. And then here we go. Here's the gradient that you get. But volume knob's really easy to turn, which I really like. But let's go ahead and actually play some sounds on here. We're going to listen to some music or some rain. Wow. That's pretty incredible. Compared to the small speaker, I'm used to this speaker, and this one's great for what I've been using it for, but that is an incredible sound out of a very budget-friendly speaker. Honestly, I was really surprised. You could actually, I'm not sure how well it came through on camera, but you could actually like feel the bass and feel the vibrations of the music. I feel like the volume was pretty loud for also just being such a smaller, simpler speaker, but that's really cool. Another quick feature I want to highlight is actually how the speaker sits. It actually points kind of up versus kind of this way, which is really great because instead of, if you're going to set it underneath your monitor, it's going to be pointed at your ears so you can hear a lot more clear instead of it being pointed down. But honestly, really impressed. I think this is really neat. If you're looking for a speaker that's, I think budget friendly, I think it looks nice and is simple. I definitely might consider this one. I mean, I want to shout out the brand for sending it to me so I could test it out for them and give my honest review. But honestly, if you're looking for a great speaker, definitely one to consider. And I wish you the best in your journey.